Alright, I'm gonna restart this whole fucking video because I started saying names and I don't want to say names. So I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna try to move forward because it's a crazy story that has happened with me for for the last couple weeks. Actually, for the last month. It's just been fucking crazy. Month and a half, more than that. I don't fucking know. A very long time at this point in time. Because I'm having problems with my own fucking existence and where I belong and my purpose and what humanity is, what reality is, and all these things. Like, this is not new. This is something that has been going on for a long time. And if you follow my channel, then you would know that. Like, I struggle with these concepts completely. And then you add in this crazy little fucking bitch that comes into my life after I told her to fuck off. And she's there. Like, I used to be really close to my sister. I don't know what happened to her. Because that person that is in that body that is walking around my house and shit is not my sister. I don't know who that is. Fucking alien. A terrifying psychopath. So, okay. So, let's start from where I left off, from the hospital, right? Alright, so this happened. There was a bunch of shit that fucking happened. And I can't say everything, exactly what happened. And I'm going to try not to fucking use names again because I was starting to say names and I'm not going to say names because that's not that. Anyway, so, alright. I'm at the hospital. I'm like, I'm not going back home with this fucking bitch. Like, I'm done. I'm done with her ass because she keeps trying to cause fucking problems between me and other people. My other fucking family members are trying to cause problems with me and other people. They need to worry about them fucking selves. I ain't worrying about myself. They need to worry about them fucking selves. Like, I'm not dealing with this shit. And they're like leeches of drama. And it's like, you can go and do that shit somewhere very far away from me. They don't want to. I'm continuously being drugged in the mud and their shit. And I don't deserve that, and I don't need it. So, from the hospital, after I sleep, I'm like, I need to get these things. So I end up going to the store. I am tired as fuck because I finally had to take one of my medications because if I don't take my medications, I start having withdrawal. And you can hear me sniffling in that video because I'm going through withdrawal from Seroquel. Seroquel gives me withdrawal symptoms. And, so I take it and I know that I'm gonna fucking drop. I don't have proper clothes to fit me, because my weight has just shed off me. And honestly, to see myself naked is horrifying. And I'm disgusted of myself. I don't look like I did from January to now. Totally different person. If you even look at the picture from when I posted on there of me making music, that was like only like 2 months ago or something. I weighed way more than I did now. And that's crazy. And it's all because of stress. Like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get food, but I'm going to make this video first before I go back home. For once, it's actually pretty chill at my house. But that wasn't my plan in the first place today. I had other plans. And they did not pan out very well at all. And that's why people fucking suck. People fucking suck. This is the thing. If you are a human watching this right now, and you are, and if you're not, then you're on some other fucking dimension. I'm still going to say this. But if you have any kind of empathy or any kind of emotion, then you should be able to understand that another being also is capable of having the same emotions. And if you say something, mean it. Mean it. Don't bullshit. Mean what you say. I don't want you to lie to me. You lie to me, and I'm going to get real fucking pissed. That's why me and my husband got into it so much. I would rather you tell me something, a hard truth. If it's a hard truth, I would rather you do that than to lie to me. Because if you lie to me, I'm fucking pissed. Okay? Don't fucking stand me up. Don't tell me you're going to do these things and then be like, oh no, like, I didn't realize that such and such happened. Fuck that. You fucking did. Come on, just man up to it. Man up, woman up, whatever the fuck you are. Like, just don't bullshit me. Because I'm not fucking stupid, so don't treat me like I'm stupid. That's the thing about being a liar. You think that you're smarter than the person that you're talking to. And I find that as an insult. So on top of whatever the fuck bullshit it is that you're trying to fucking spew, you're also trying to fight my intelligence and tell me that I'm an idiot. So no, fuck you. That's not how it is. That's a side note to everything else right now, okay? Because I'm just really pissed off about the situation that happened today. So, that night, I get a hotel room. I was going to go to a specific place that I knew that I could go to. But the Seroquel had kicked in. I had gotten a little bit of things like underwear and socks that fit me. I was actually able to get 2 pair of pants that still don't fit me, but they were the smallest size of women's that you can get. So that would mean I would have to go to junior size. Whatever. I had these pants, they fit decently. So I got those. And as I'm driving to West Texas, I realized I'm very tired and I'm fading. I was already fading at the store. My friend helped me. He was the only decent fucking human being I know. And why the fuck he puts up with my shit, I don't know. I'll never understand it. Anyway, so I go and I stay at this hotel. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty nice hotel. It wasn't bad. But it did take me a while to go to sleep. And then I was woken up to the fucking cleaning people coming into the room. I'm like, fuck. So, luckily, I had all my shit backed up. I was like, sorry, just give me a moment. And, I get in my car, and then I'm off to fucking West Texas. So, I make it to my destination at West Texas. And, the situation wasn't too bad. The people that I was hanging out with were pretty cool. Until some crazy shit fucking happened, and I took the fuck off. I ended up at a Buc-ee's, and I was at the pumps for quite some time whenever I took off because it was at nighttime, and I do not drive very well at night because my vision is shit. It is very, very bad, so I don't like driving at night. So I'm at these pumps because I'm like, I don't know where the fuck else to go. I don't, and so I'm trying to think of the timeline of things, but there is so much that happened. And so I'm at the Buc-ee's. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to sleep at the Buc-ee's, so I was kind of like, and I hadn't been asleep for like 2 days. So I was kind of like, well, I guess I'm just gonna sit in the parking lot and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. And it was all because of this crazy shit that I hadn't slept. So I'm very tired at this point in time. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, because I know that I do not want to be at my house. And I am sprawled out on my car, like my passenger seat into my driver's seat. And I had my sun things up on my window, and I had my door open, so that way the wind could blow in. It was a warm fucking day, and it was going to get warmer the next day. So I'm chilling, and I'm kind of just scrolling through my phone, like looking at the map, like, okay, well, I could go like to these certain places. I have no fucking clue where I'm gonna go. I don't really have money. I don't really have anything. And I guess like, I don't know, around 3:00 in the afternoon, after I've been sitting there all fucking day. So I went inside and I sat in the bathrooms at one point in time, and that was the first time, but that was not the last time. And so I came back into my car. I had the doors open. There were some birds that were like outside my car, and they just kept going, rah, rah. And I kept yelling at them, and I was like, shut up! And so like they would. But then as I'm yelling at these birds, 3 people come from the fucking Buc-ee's, and one of them looks like he's like a head dude, and he's like, hey man, we just wanted to make sure that like, are you doing okay? Is everything fine? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was just yelling at the birds because they wouldn't shut up. And they were like, oh, well, we just noticed that you've been sitting out here for quite some time with your door open. We wanted to make sure that you're okay. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, I don't have a destination right now, and I'm trying to figure that out. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, we were just worried about you. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, that just means I need to get the fuck out of here. Because the next thing that's going to happen is, like, I don't know, the popo's going to come or something. I don't want to deal with that. Who wants to deal with that? Nah. So, I take off. Honestly, I have no fucking idea what I did. I know that it came to a point that I was like, I need to go to sleep. And so, I had waited so long because I thought that this other thing was going to pan out, and it did not. Which, why would it? And so I was left pretty much in the dark, and I needed to figure out what I was going to do. And I was either going to be in my car or in a hotel room. And so it's way late at night, and so options for a hotel room are very slim. I end up in the ghetto of Plano. And I end up staying at this extended stay hotel. Oh my God, dude. When I walked in there, I was like, why does this look like a fucking nursing home? Because it did. It was like, if you were to walk into a nursing home, like this cafeteria area. I don't know how familiar any of you are about being in a nursing home, but I used to work in one, and yeah. So it felt very much like a nursing home, and I'm standing there for a good while before, like, anybody shows up, and this other person's like, well, is there not somebody else working here? How the fuck do I know, bitch? I just came up in here with my shit. I just want to check in. And so, and this person apparently also needed to check in. I don't know. It was really fucking weird. And so I finally get checked in, and I'm, like, on this upper floor. I'm at the very back of this fucking building on the upper floor. There's a door that's, like, right next to my fucking room, and it's just bam, bam, bam. I can hear it. I can hear people walking on top. I can hear people talking through the walls, like, through the bathroom. The toilet didn't even flush. The bathroom, like, the bathtub looked like it had never been washed in, like, I don't know, 5 years, and it had a bed skirt on there that looked like it came from, like, 10 fucking years ago. I don't know. Like, it had never fucking changed. So, bed bugs were a very severe possibility of sleeping in this place. And there was some dishes, like a used pan, and then there was, like, some, like seasonings and, like, weird shit I'd never even opened. The microwave was like, fuck that shit. The fridge seemed clear, I believe. I don't know. It was really awful, and it smelled so bad. It smelled so bad. But I was tired, and I needed to sleep. And I remember I was like, who the fuck was I talking to? I think it was somebody on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube. Because, like I mentioned something about it, because I had put up a small video about it, and the person that was on YouTube, I was like, yeah, I think probably sleeping in my car would have been a better bet than being here. And I mean, I legit almost, like, fucking left, like, the place and just to go lay in my car. And I mean, we were like, I was in a very terrible location. Oh, it was so bad. So, damn. I don't even remember checking out of that place. That may have been the one hotel that I stayed at that I actually was able to leave on time. Again, I have no idea. This was a very long stretch of time where a lot of weird things happened and crazy things happened at the same time. And I was not recording it because it was very weird and crazy. And there are people that watch my channel that I do not care to divulge certain information to. So, just, that's what I say about that. So, anyways. I know I stayed at a different hotel. That was because one of my friends that I met mutually had gotten a hotel, and I was like, well, can I stay here for the night? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. But the people that are the owners of that hotel were pieces of shit, and they were mean as fuck. I was trying to get out of my room, and they're like, get out! And like, they opened my door, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get my fucking shit out, okay? Chill the fuck out. So yeah, there was a couple of hotel instances. So anyways, finally, what ends up happening is, my air conditioning broke. My AC in my car broke. I was like, you know what, it's fucked, because it was fucking cold that first night. I'm wrapped up in a fucking space blanket in my passenger seat at the hospital that first night. Shoot, it's 92 degrees outside and your AC does not work anymore. Out of luck. It was fucking hot. 92 degrees outside. Went from 40 degrees to 92. And, like, I was so fucking hot. I was so hot. I was sitting in the parking lot. No. I had to get out of there because I was not going to deal with management of that place. So, anyways, I ended up going towards Grapevine Mills Mall. I'm not really sure exactly how I ended up over there, but the first stop that I made was a Buc-ee's, because I was like, for sure, this was like Buc-ee's number 3. I was like, for sure, there's got to be a place where I can go and sit down and get cold, and there wasn't. So I was like, well, the bathrooms are pretty clean, so I went to the bathroom and I sat on the bathroom floor for a bit, and I was scrolling through my phone trying to figure out where I was gonna go. But then I realized that I'd been sitting in there for an awful long time, and I started to hear people like kind of, you know, like that, you know, and I'm like, well, they're probably wondering why the fuck I'm still sitting in this bathroom stall, because I guess people at Buc-ee's just chill out and clean the entire time that they do their shift. So I'm like, well, I guess I probably should move from this location, so I do. And I'm like, where can I go that I can sit down? And I'm like, a mall. A mall will have seats. And so I guess the nearest one was Grapevine Mills. So I go to Grapevine Mills, and I find the closest parking spot that I can, and I make my way into the mall, and I find seating where there's not a group of people sitting there. And again, I'm scrolling through my phone figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna do, trying to find people, and I then become aware of my surroundings. But I also realize that I'm very hungry, and so I'm thinking, where's the food court? I can go to the food court. And I start getting wigged out because I'm in a big fucking building with people, and I'm like walking like this, and I'm like, don't touch me, don't touch me. And I'm saying this out loud, but quietly, but I'm like, don't touch me. And I find the food court, which was so weird the way that it was set up. I don't know, I don't go to malls, and I was just sitting there thinking, god damn, how materialistic this fucking world is, because I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. They're all Dolce & Gabbana and like stuff, and I'm like, I just want to fucking eat at a damn food court and not be hot outside, okay? So I find the food court, but by the time I find the food court, I'm like, I don't want to fucking be in here at all. So I take off and go back into my car, and it's fucking hot. I had so many bottles of water in my car, and my hair is so thick, I just started pouring it all over my head. And it took a lot of water to make my head wet. And then I had this bandana, and I soaked that. And then I had like this washcloth from whenever I bought my towel in my washcloth, so I could go take a shower. And I wet that. And my son had been bothering me almost every day, when you gonna go home? So I was like, okay, I'll come home. Because the night before, I was like, can you just give me one more night? And I think that was the night that I ended up leaving the shitty hotel that was mean and wanted to kick me out and open the door and shit. Because I was like not at checkout time. Like, I was, Jesus Christ. And my son said, come home. I was like, this shit sucks. My AC's out. I'm fucking hot. I'm going home. enter into the next crazy fucking segment, which is, I believe that first night was fine. I don't think my sister was there. I kind of caught up on some sleep, and the next thing you know, here comes my sister. Like, she never even fucking heard words that came out of my mouth that said, I'm fucking done with you, bitch. And she comes in and she starts talking to me and all this shit. I'm not saying a damn thing, because I've already made my opinion and my thoughts very well known. And she, at one point, ends up walking out of my room to grab something. I don't know. So I got up and I locked my door. You're dead to me. Why are you talking to me? And she flips out. She starts drinking. And now my sister is a very terrible drunk. She's a very terrible drunk. And she decides she's going to sit outside my room and talk very loudly about stupid shit that I don't fucking understand. And it's like, you can come out here and drink with me, bitch. You can come out here. I got all this shit out here. Come on, let's go. I'm like, dude, I'm ignoring it to the best of my ability. But my son's room is like here, and then my room's like here. So it's like, yeah, you know, like my son's room and then my room. So like I'm in the very back corner of my house. And it has this little hallway that enters into the rest of the house. She is like right outside my fucking door. And my son's room is right here. So she's not only outside my door, she's outside my son's door. My son had only recently gone to his bed to go to sleep. And finally she just kept going on and on and on. And I don't even know what the fuck she was saying. I said, my son is trying to sleep. Get the fuck away from me. And she would not do that. I'm messaging my mom. I said, come get this bitch. Come get this bitch before I fucking knock her teeth in. Come and get this bitch. And I don't know. My sister at one point, she did leave. She got up because I needed to go brush my teeth. I needed to do these things. You know, like I was trying to get myself prepared for bed too. When this chick came up into my room. Which is weird because I think this started like during daylight hours. And I finally am able to get out of my room, and she's like, I have the bathroom door closed, but it sounds like she's going into my bedroom. So I open the bathroom door. I'm sitting there brushing my teeth. She comes up to me, she's like holding these dollar bills, and she's just like, look, it just happens. It just happens. And she's like dropping this shit on the sink. And I said, get the fuck away from me. And she moves away. And I get done doing what I'm doing. And then I go back into my bedroom. And I lock the door. My poor son, he tried to get into my room, but I had locked it. So he was trying to get away from her too, man. And, she comes back around and she's like, why don't you come out here and fight me, bitch? Why don't you come out here? And I'm just like, if you do not get the fuck away from my room, dude, for real, get the fuck back. My son is trying to sleep. You are being so fucking whack. Get the fuck away from me. And she would not. So I called my mom. My mom's sick as fuck. But I'm like, I'm not going to go out there and confront this bitch because I will hurt her. And I said, come get this bitch right now. Get her away from me. Liam's trying to sleep. I'm trying to have my own fucking solitude here. And she will not leave me alone. I've told her to back the fuck away. She's not doing it. So Mama was like, God damn it. So she comes over and she gets this bitch. This bitch goes out into the fucking living room. And she don't want to address her own fucking problems. She wants to drag me into the fucking situation as if I am the problem. Yelling at me. Yelling my name at my mom. And being like, she's got issues. Blah, blah, blah. And my mom was like, no. The person that I see that has issues right now is the one that is standing in front of me. And you need to go the fuck to sleep. Because she was fucking drunk as fuck. And, dude, she stayed up until, this shit went on until like 5:30 in the morning. And, I'm watching this person watch me. Anyways, because at one point in time, what had happened was, this person. she got up in the attic and started stomping on the ceiling of my room. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. And she is like, that person almost looks like my fucking sister. What the fuck? She's stomping on my ceiling and knocking things into the wall. I'm like, what the actual fuck? Knowing that she's up there in the fucking attic, I go to my mom's room, like, dude, I don't know what the fuck. She's on the fucking in the attic because I can hear her stomping. I can hear her walking. And during the time that I'm sitting there talking to my mom about her being in the fucking attic, this bitch comes down and she's in my bathroom. And then she comes out. I said, what the fuck, dude? And she was like, And I'm like, in my room. So at that point in time, my mom comes out and she's like sitting there. And that's when my sister was like, but your daughter has an issue. She's like, yeah, my fucking daughter has an issue. She's standing right here. And I told her to go the fuck to sleep. And she's like, why? I'll just leave. And she's like, as soon as I find my other phone. And, because, like, also she was like, as I'm walking past her, she was like, why does mom have my other phone? I'm like, I don't fucking know, because you're fucking drunk and you don't need me on the road? But I didn't say that shit. Crazy night. Crazy fucking night. And I'm like, dude, you have solidified the fact that I do not want to have anything to do with you. My problems are my own. My problems are my own. I do not need the assistance of anybody else. Okay? Let's just establish that guideline. Like, I'm a big girl. I will do what I need to do for myself. If I want to have an existential crisis and go sleep in a fucking parking lot, I'm going to do that. And that's my problem. That's not anybody else's problem. I've been at home and I did not plan on staying there today because she's been there and it's like tiptoeing around the fucking place just to fucking, man, just to avoid her, just to avoid that, all the confrontation. Nobody wants, the house is just, it's broken. It's nobody wants to be there. Nobody wants to talk to each other. It's just, nothing is right at all. She's supposed to be getting some money. I don't know when, but I can't wait for her to fucking leave. Because she's always like, oh, well, I'm going to fix my sister's eyes, or I'm going to fix my sister's teeth, and all this shit. And it's just like, no, I don't believe that for 1 second. I will never believe that anybody will reach out that far for me, ever. That will never happen. For me or my son or for anybody else. It's just not going to happen. So, again, stay straight and don't talk shit and don't make up promises that you're never going to fulfill. But she's so, like, in here. I will have to post the pictures of this whack-ass fucking letter that she pushed under my door just to show you the insanity of this woman's mind. It's wrong. I got issues. She got issues. But I ain't sitting there crying about it to everybody else in the fucking family, being like, oh my God, she needs help. No, bitch, I already told you you need fucking help, but you don't want to listen to me. You ain't gonna be a big girl. You gonna wear your big girl panties. You want to sit there and you want to boo-hoo about shit. Go boo-hoo to somebody else who gives a fuck, because I've stopped giving a fuck. And that's only because of the way that you acted. And the way that you wanted to pull me into your fucking garbage. No, thank you. You are not helping my situation by reacting the way you are. It's like, fuck that. I plan on getting away tonight. My little air dryer thing that makes my hair normally, like, you know, wavy instead of crazy curly is broken because I took it with me and I put it in a bag that I normally take to the lake with me, and it had sand in it, and so I'm pretty sure sand got into it, so that sucks. But I was having a very nice, pretty curly hair day, and I was supposed to go do something, and then that did not happen, because people are false. People are false. It's so hard to be a truthful fucking person, man. I don't get that. I don't get it. Because I'm not a good liar. I'm not a good liar. And I stay true. Because I think that it's better to say hard truths than it is to say lies. So. This is not the end by far. This is not the end by far at all. I am like on the edge of all of this. And I know that it is not stopping here. It is continually, it's going to go. It's going to keep going and going and going and going. I don't know where the bottom is. I don't think there is one. I think that I've already fucking lost my mind for sure. And I'm living in some kind of weird, whatever the fuck this is. This is fucking weird for sure. I listen to a lot of Carl Jung these days because it makes a lot more sense than a lot of other shit that I've heard about reality and things. And if I were to take it as a thing, like, you know, there's nothing random that happens in the universe, right? Or wherever you are, or whatever. According to Carl Jung, nothing happens at random. There are, they call it synchronicities. So nothing happens at random. So the fact that my AC died right as the weather changed to 92 degrees cannot be a coincidence. That's not a coincidence at all. So, and then I had the idea of, you know what? I would really just like to go to the lake. And, as I thought that, not very much longer after that, I got a message from the Texas Parks and Wildlife to renew our park pass. So, if I am to take that as a sign, as like nothing happens at random, my car's AC goes out, it's 92 degrees outside, I go home because of these situations, and I know that I like to go to the lake because the lake is a place that I like to be, and then I get a message saying that I need to renew my pass. So all of those things together means that maybe that's where I'm supposed to go. I don't know what's out there for me, but maybe that's the place I'm supposed to go. But as for today, that was not my anticipated plan. That was not my plan for today. I still have to put shit together for that. But that was not today's plan. If it were, I would not have put in the effort to take a shower. It took me a while to do that this last week because I just was bed rotting at that point in time. Because it's either run, or crash and burn. And I don't know. I don't know how to make sense of this reality that I'm in, and I don't know how to fix myself and these situations that are going on surrounding me are not helping my situation very much at all. Very much at all, for sure. So, I don't know. I think that means I'm supposed to go to the lake. But what that's going to fix, I don't fucking know. But it does not fix what I had expected today. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If you're going to tell somebody you got plans, then you better make sure that you stick to that plan. Or at least, at the very minimum, use words. That's why we have them. Use words. To relay the fact that you are not going to be the person that you thought that you were going to be on a specific day, and that you need to let the other people that were in on the exact same plan know that that was not going to be the plan at all anymore. Because I could have done other things with that time. But instead, as I have before, with the same scenario, I have ended up in a fucking parking lot. And I waited for hours. And this is not the first fucking time. You'd think that you would learn. And I don't. I don't learn from it at all. I continuously play this game of, well, go fuck yourself inside myself. It's like, go fuck yourself to me. Like, I, to myself, say, go fuck myself. because that's what I guess I think I deserve. I don't know. It is what it is. But we're not at the end. We're still on the roller coaster. I don't think we even hit the top. Or we just go, fall down. Yeah. I don't think I've even hit that. I don't think so. I just sit there, I had to laugh at this shit because I can view it on the outside like Schrodinger's cat. Like, this is a big thing that I've been focusing on. Is you're both dead and alive at the same time, unless you're observed at either state, because there's a 50% chance that you're either alive or dead, or that the cat has poisoned itself and is dead. Who in the fuck is the observer? Am I the person that is observing, or do I have to be observed in order to be a person that is existing in reality? These things will take me down a fucking rabbit hole. And you want to get me into those kind of conversations, you'll find that your mind will start melting right along with me. I was explaining some of this shit to somebody else the other day, and they were like, yeah, I think you're digging a little deep in your head. I was like, yep, told you, it gets pretty fucking weird. I tell people that it's pretty loud in here, and I don't think that a lot of people really understand what that means when I say that. I really don't, because and I explained it like this, okay? A symphony, when it's playing a musical piece, not all instruments are playing at the same time, but the song is still playing. So much as in a symphony that not all parts are being played at the same time, my brain works in a similar manner. So there's still the melody playing, but there may also be other parts that are not playing at the same time. We are operating on a switchboard that does not always have the wires connected. And that's scientifically backed that the brain is incapable of receiving all sensory information at the same time. So, yeah, I'll go down that hole with you. You don't want to go down there with me, because I will drag you into the abyss. So, with that updated, whatever the fuck update that was, I don't know how well of an update that was, because a lot of shit has happened, and some of it is stuff that is not very easily explainable, just simply because of the circumstances that I have found myself in. And I laugh at these things because what else am I supposed to fucking do? I can be pissed, I can cry, or I can laugh. And so I think, when they say lunacy, when you're a lunatic, you're a laughing, haha. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Oh, yeah, I was feeling really depressed before I went out of the house. My dog was laying on my bed and chilling, and I was like, I really gotta go eat, because I'm trying to gain my weight back, man. I've lost so much fucking weight over this shit. I mean, just, my mind is not well. There's been a couple times that I have reached out to try to get help, but it stops at that. I don't think that there is help for me. I think the only thing that's going to end up happening is if I totally snap, then I won't even be me anymore. I'll be something that's just cohabiting this planet, which wouldn't matter in the ending. And that means that I'll probably be institutionalized. Or somehow I managed to make sense of all of this big fucking mess, and I can move on with my life. But that does not seem to be the case. And regardless of the amount of education that I have, I think it has only served as a bad thing. Because the more that I know, the more that I question, the more that a question adds on to the questions that I already have, because I can't answer them. And I won't be able to. Most people won't be able to answer the same questions that I have. Which I'm sure, and then there's people that are like, no, I've questioned, reality and existence. That's normal. That's normal. My level is on a very, very different level. And if you've seen any of my other videos in the past, or listened to any of my live streams and shit, Yeah. My level of comprehension of the existence of myself and what that means has been on the chalkboard for a very long time. I don't know how to make sense of any of it anymore. I don't know. And I feel like this is not even close to the middle or the end. I feel like we are still very much waiting for the drop. The drop has not hit. It will. I'll know it when it happens, but it hasn't happened yet. Some crazy shit has happened, and I've been there to encounter the crazy shit that has happened, and I find it a little bit amusing now looking back on it, but it really wasn't at the time. But just the fact that I can get myself into some of these situations is hilarious. And I do it so frequently, and it's just insane. And it really is. It is. That's why I'm laughing, because it is insane. I don't act like normal human beings, and I think that that's part of the insanity that goes along with the lack of knowledge and understanding of what is the things that happen to me because I let them, or because I've become so curious that I walk straight into it. I make dumb decisions all the time. Especially lately. Because, somebody uncaged me. And now I'm like, a tornado. I said at one point in time, it was like the beginning of the year, I think. I said if I was allowed to do all the things that I wanted to do, that it would be a very dangerous thing. And I happen to think that still is the truth, because I'm finding it to be the truth. It really a lot it comes down to the fact that I don't give a shit about my life anymore. So YOLO. So the only thing that really bothers me about dying is the manner of amount of pain that would come with the practice of non-existing. Because if anything is to be real, then pain is definitely something that is felt. Unfortunately. Pain, depression, problems with your head. Those are all things that I relate to. But again, that can take me into a tailspin, so I'm gonna go get food. I'm gonna eat. And tomorrow is definitely a different day. And I think that I'm probably going to leave my house tomorrow. And we'll see what other fucking shit that I can do. It shouldn't be funny, but it is. Because if you can't laugh at yourself, then what else, you know? I am who I am. Therefore I am. So I'll try to keep it updated. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm a writer. So I do write out a lot of community posts and stuff, and I know that's not what a lot of people come for YouTube for, but this is my vlog, and this is what I do. So you came to my channel, then this is what you found. This is what you get. It's a mixed bag. Sometimes I'm a person that is the person that plays video games. Sometimes I'm the crazy person that has a lot of problems. Well, that's always kind of the same thing, but it's just not very prominent at certain times. Or sometimes I'm the person that likes to play ukulele. You never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. Happy Easter, everybody. That doesn't really mean much for me, but maybe it means something for you. So I hope that you had a great Easter. Because I spent mine very pissed off and upset about the fact that things went the way they went. And listen, anybody who is attracted to the female race of humanity. If a chick takes the time to put themselves together, then you best believe that you better be prompt, bro. Show up. Give a shit. I'm just saying. Like, if you make plans, keep them. And if you can't keep them, then make sure that you relay the message so that somebody isn't waiting for hours to get a response. Then I could otherwise plan to do other things. But instead, I was left to believe that one thing was going to occur and that one thing did not occur. And it left me in a period of time where I could have definitely have been doing something else. Like being productive. But I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Because I'm definitely... I can't stay home anymore. Like, it's a thing. And when I came back, it was like, oh my God, I feel exactly like how I was before I left. And that's not it's not a very good feeling. It feels... You feel trapped. I have hiccups now, damn it. I don't like the feeling of being trapped. I don't like the feeling of... Yeah, certain things. It's a weird feeling. Everything is weird feeling. Anyways, so that's the update. It was probably all over the place, and it probably still is, because I don't think that I've got everything correct in the timeline. And I probably skipped some things that happened, but it's just, the least summary is that weird shit has happened, and it will continue to happen, and who knows what will happen. I'm waiting to find out if I'll ever find out. Because maybe I won't. And maybe I'll just end up institutionalized when all is said and done. It's possible. I don't know. I'm crazy Looney Tunes. They can just give me all my medications and numb me out. So I'm already numb. That's the problem. I'm already numb. I've just wanted to feel something besides numb. I've wanted to feel like I could be somebody for a long time. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's it for now.